Welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to make a palazzo pants trouser. I'll be making use of this high target wax with two patterns, the up pattern and the down pattern. So I'll be showing you how we're going to display this pattern. Let's get going. So if this is a tutorial you want to learn how to make a pants palazzo trouser, stay tuned to the end of this tutorial. The first thing I have to do is to mark out my hip points, and then I came down by 2 inches. After marking out my hip points, that 2 inches will serve as my crotch depth. Why I had to use 2 inches, because number one, is a palazzo pant trouser, so it's not a fitted trouser, so we came down by 2 inches and then we'll make it wider that way. So I came down by 2 inches and then I marked. After marking it out at that 2 inches, I will just move over and make sure that yes, it has been equalized, and then I'll rule out a straight line on it, just as you can see me do on the screen. You can see that the two pattern parts, I put the white at the up part and then the blue part at the down part. That is how I want the pattern to be. You might want yours to be like this too. If you're using a pattern, you just look for the one that will be unique and it will come out looking so beautiful. So we continue. As soon as I'm done doing that, I have to locate where the knee point stop. First of all, I marked out my full length. The full length for the pants trouser is 42, so I have to locate the knee length, which I have 22. Then I mark it there because that is how the knee length will be. So I had to mark it there. Mark it at the 42 inches, and then I will equally mark and draw out a vertical line on it. After indicating this, I know that yes, my lines have all been putted out. So what I have to do is to fill out my measurements. I have to divide the hip divided by 2. I put 11 inches, and then I put it up. I took it up again to the waist part again. I equally put out the 11 inches too at the waist level, so that everything will be together. It will be equal rather. So I put it the 11 inches there. Then I came over to the crotch and the crotch line, and then I put out that 11 inches so that I can mark it. Let me be sure that yes, that is what I will mark. So at that crotch line, that is where I'm going to divide my thigh divided by 2. That is your round lap. You measure it and then you divide it by 2 and then you fix it. So what I measured, so I divided it by 2 and then I fixed it. So what it gave me, the crotch length, I mean the depth there now gave me for 2 inches. So you can see me, I'm marking out that extra. So when I put 13 there and 11 before, you can see that it was 2 inches added. So that 2 inches added, that is what I will use and curve it at the crotch depth. So after I went ahead to mark out the from the face and the waistline measurements. I went ahead to mark it out together, just as you can see me do. After marking it out, you can see the crotch now, fix it in there. Sorry, the other one wasn't the crotch rather. So I just fix it in there, and I have 28 divided by 2, which I have 14. So I will not use the exact 14. So what I went ahead to do was to use 16. So when I've already marked out that one, I know that yes, 16 will be what I will be using. So I had to put out the 2 inches there, and then I mark it. I'll just go ahead and use the curve ruler, and then I will curve it all the way down to the waistline. You see, after I've put out my hip measurements, which I had 11 inches before, I added 2 inches. That 2 inches was what I marked initially as 13. Okay, so when I added that 2 inches, that 2 inches is what will make it free at the hip part, just with 1 inch to just make it free, because it's going to be a palazzo pant. And then the extra 2 inches from the tile will make it have that palazzo pant feeling, which you want, that comfy feeling. So I had to just mark it and narrow it all that way. So I'll have to mark it down to my knee length, and to get it down to my knee length, I might want to just use it on a straight line, but what I marked there, and I have 16 inches, I came down to my knee length and I marked 15 inches so that it just have a little bit of shape that way before it will now narrow and give it that A-line shape at the ankle level. So you can see now it has narrowed and giving it that A-line shape at the ankle level. So I'll just move ahead and then I'll cut it out, just as you can see me do. I'll just cut it out. So if you're still watching up till now, please Drop a comment for me in case any particular place you are being confused, and then I'll be willing to reply you. So what I went over to do is just to give it my shape. Then I measured my waist measurement, and then I mark it. I narrowed it down to the hip line, and then I cut it out together, putting out my 1 inch allowance, which will serve it. So you can see at the waist level now it has been curved out, because this particular one is going to be a fitted one at the waist level, and it's going to have a zip, so it has to be that way. So at the back piece, what I did was I added 2 inches at that crotch level. You can see me, I added 2 inches at the crotch level, and then from the up part to the down part, what I did was to add 1 inches. You can see me marking the 1 inches so that it could serve, and then it will add to it that way. And then I move ahead to cut it out. The back piece and the front piece, there is no much difference. The difference there is just for you to increase the crotch. That is just the difference of the back piece. So what I went ahead to was to add 2 inches at the crotch depth, and then for the length up there, what I'll be using to sew it, and then I added 1 inches all the way down. And then I used as well the same measurement of the waist and then the hip part, and then I cut it all the way down, just as you can see me do. And with this I am good to go. So I will just proceed over to cut out my and then to cut out my band. Yeah, the band I'll be using 2 inches so that it will just stay there perfectly. So I'll just proceed. I will mark out my waist measurement. So the waist measurement I'm using for this piece, I'm using 30. So I'll just add extra 4 inches, so it will be just 2 inches at the two end side. That's 1 inches from each both, front and back to front and back too. So I'll just mark it, and then I'll cut it all the way out. And this is what I have my 2 inches is set. So we'll move over to sewing it. So before sewing it, I have to cut out my pockets. This particular tutorial is not for the pocket, but this is what I have for my pocket space. For the length, I have 10 inches. For the wideness equally, I have equally 10 inches, and that is what I have. I went ahead to join the both center parts together. You can see me, I've joined the midpoints together of my palazzo pants, and it came out looking so beautiful. So now for this back piece, I just went ahead to join it together, and with this I am good to go for the back piece. And then I came to the front piece, and then I have fixed my pockets. You can see display right away that my pocket has been fixed. So you check out one of my tutorials, you see when I taught how to make a slant side pocket. It's a very beautiful tutorial to teach you how to make this slant pocket, and you will come out looking so beautiful in your outfit which you want to put pockets. And this is so beautiful. I am done doing this, and we have to proceed over to the next. You can see the midpoint of it. It is joined together accurately, so just give it a very tight stitch and you are good to go, so that at any point it won't lose or tear. So this is how the palazzo pant is for the both front and back piece. So I will just join them together, and then the back piece I use half an inch, and I made a little dart at the back pinch using the 4 inches. So I use half an inch, and I made a dart so that to give it a beautiful shape at the back part. So what you do is just to use 1 inch and then sew it all the way down to the last point. Just use 1 inch and sew it all the way down, and with this my trouser is almost ready. So this is the band at which I have. I was done doing that, and then I just went ahead to use the band and then add to it. And this is my palazzo. I went over to iron it, and with this I am good. I just added the band at the up part. Sorry, my camera didn't record that part which I added the band. And this is what I have after joining it together with my zip, and I am good to go. So you can see how beautiful this came out. This came out looking so beautiful, just as you can see on the screen displayed here. This is a beautiful palazzo pant trouser. I'm sure you guys learned something beautiful. See you all in my next video. Bye bye.